This is Mark Bell, and I'm checking in and giving you guys an update on my carnivore experience. I'm into week number 2 of the carnivore diet. Week number 1, I just went ahead and did the diet kind of normal. Just ate meat, just ate eggs. However, I allowed some influence of some vegetables here and there. Since that time, I have strictly gotten rid of anything that represents a vegetable, and I'm only eating meat. Week 1, I had some recipes that had some onions and had some other things in it. The only influence of plants that I have in my diet, I drink tea here and there. I use Mind Bullet, which has kratom in it. That's a plant. In addition to that, I use seasoning as well. So I might put a little bit of garlic or something like that on there. But in this time span of 2 weeks, I started out this whole process at 238 pounds. I wasn't fat when I started it, but I was fatter when I started it. And this morning I weighed 225 pounds. This is the best I've ever felt. This is the best I can remember feeling. I don't really remember what it feels like to be 20. I don't remember what it feels like to be 16, but I know how I feel now. I also know how I felt when I was 330 pounds, and I can tell you that I feel much better now. The things that I've been eating over the course of the last 2 weeks, I have been eating tri-tip, I have been eating New York strips, ribeye, filet. You guys have even seen me sometimes roll through a McDonald's. Just like whatever way I can figure out how to get this done, I'm doing. I also, I don't have any cheese in my diet. It's I made a point to do no shave January as well. No coffee, and I've been totally fine without coffee. The only reason why I took out cheese is because I tend to eat too much of it. The only reason why I took out coffee is because I tend to drink too much of it. So for some of you that are listening, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. And then in addition to all those things of no cheese and no coffee and no this and no that, I also add no fapping into the mix, which I know can be really hard for you, but why not add that in and make life a little bit tougher. Makes things a little easier for me because I got a wifey, so I can hit her up whenever I have the urge. But I don't know, just trying to employ some new disciplines in my life and trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like, and trying to figure out the benefits of abstaining from certain things. And so far, with the no fapping, I'm learning a lot about myself. Let's just put it that way. And just a way to keep you from temptations. Those of you who don't know what fapping is, it's masturbation. And so I know that this video isn't about that, but I feel like not enough people talk about it. The temptations and the things that you see while doing those things and the things that you're thinking about may not be your significant other. It might not be your loved one, your person that you lay down at night with, right? So how healthy is that? I don't know. Sounds to me as unhealthy as sugar in some weird ways. Just another temptation of life, and just another thing that I figured out. I figured, why not cut it out? And thanks to my boy Nsima Iyang, I've cut it out. For now, anyway. Today is day number 18, I believe. Let me check. I believe that's true. Today is day number 18 of World Carnivore Month, and I'm super excited that we have been hanging on for this long. Make sure you watch the video of the 1 week of World Carnivore, and that way you can see how I felt after 1 week versus 2 weeks. It's snowballing on top of itself. The way that I feel now is exponentially greater than the way I felt in week number 1. I want to give out a thank you to Dr. Sean Baker for issuing this challenge and for issuing World Carnivore Month a few years ago. This is my 3rd year of doing it, and I have pretty much stayed on a carnivorous style diet the entire time, but then really buckled down every time he issues this one. I'm always like, oh yeah, I got to get back to just eating meat. And every time I do, I feel better. And I actually think, I was thinking about doing some different things in February and some different things later on in the year, but I really just might see what it's like to ditch carbs for like an entire year. And the only influence of sugary or sweet or different flavors might come in the order of some like keto snacks, like a fathead pizza and some things like that here and there, just to keep me sane, keep me from not wanting to kill anybody. So I still might have things that are that have a lot of flavor, that have a lot of pop, but don't have a negative impact on my metabolism. feeling really good every single day. Energy is really high. Strength in the gym is good. My body weight is down, so I have gotten weaker on some exercises, but I've also gotten stronger on some exercises. When it comes to pull-ups, when it comes to any sort of body weight stuff, I'm a rock star. When it comes to cardiovascular stuff, I'm feeling amazing. I'm out here right now I'm in Sebastopol, but where my house is in Bodega, and out in Bodega Bay there's a ton of treacherous hills. I'm smoking those hills like there's no tomorrow, and I used to have a hard time even walking them, and now I'm running those hills. At 43 years old, and all the different things I've done over the years, 10 years of football, 5 years of professional wrestling, I did boxing, I did track, I did all these different things, and all the years of powerlifting that I've done, 30 years of powerlifting, some bodybuilding kind of mixed into there, and to feel better than ever right now is an amazing feeling. I know for a fact that this diet will work for anyone. It's just a matter of being able to start doing it, and it's a matter of being able to do it for a period of time to get the results from it. But if you want to just start it now, you can think of just take it day by day, and if you can hang on for 3 days or 4 days, you're going to feel what I feel, and you're going to start to feel outstanding, and you're going to be encouraged to do the diet for a long period of time. So if you can hang in there for 3 days, now you might have a little digestive issue here and there. As Joe Rogan has pointed out, you might have some blowouts, you might blow up your toilet, you might have some diarrhea. That might happen. New food equals new poop, and so it can cause some different scenarios to come out your butthole. So you might have to endure that. But other than that, you're going to feel really good, and you'll get over that in a period of time. It might take a little bit of time for your body to sort out the fact that you're no longer giving it fiber. Lastly, I want to point out the fact that many of you oftentimes will tell me that you have a hard time staying on your diet because of impacts of going to a family member's wedding, or going to a friend's birthday party, or going here or going there, going to a game. If you've been following along with this vlog for the last 18 days, then you know that I did a lot of those things. I went to a 49ers game, still stayed on point with the diet. You also know that I did OMAD, to give you guys a review of that. And that's 1 meal a day. I did 1 meal a day for an entire week. That felt pretty good, but it's not my style. I'm switching back to eating twice a day, and switching back to having a little bit more of like a 4 or 5 hour eating window. Probably more on the 4 hour range. Feels very safe to me and feels good. So I'll have a meal. I do what I call double dinner. I'll eat at like 3 or 4, and then I eat again at like 5 or 6. And that feels awesome to me. I feel like I get all the nourishment I need. I feel like I get all my macros in and micros and all that. And again, I'm not counting calories, and I suggest that you don't do it either. I refer to people that count calories as calorie counting cunts. So please, for the love of God, stop. It's not that it's not effective. It can be to a certain degree, but it's completely unnecessary in my opinion. Along with meal prep, I think both of those things are completely unnecessary. If you utilize some intermittent fasting and utilize the carnivore diet, we don't need to worry about science, we don't need to worry about meal prep, and we don't need to worry about weighing our food anymore. It's having a great impact on me. That's all I can really share with you guys. I can't say exactly how everyone else would feel when they do the diet. All I can say is if you go to Mark Bell's Carnivore Challenge Facebook page, you can see all the testimonials. There's tons of them over there. Occasionally you'll see somebody feel fatigued. Occasionally you'll see somebody that's not feeling great because the carnivore diet is so new to them. And the abstinence of abstaining from carbohydrate can be a rough thing to endure. It could be really hard for you to get used to, and people call it keto flu. Well, it's not the ketones that are giving you the flu. It's the absence of carbohydrates. You are a carbohydrate addict, and now they're removed from your diet. Just like when you remove caffeine from your diet, just when you remove coffee from your diet, you're going to start to have headaches. A little note on that, when I stopped drinking coffee, I had headaches on and off for 2 days, and then it completely disappeared. Same thing with your food cravings at night. When you're sitting on the couch and you're watching some Netflix and you're enjoying some TV with your significant other, and those urges are hitting you hard, I know they do, that's when I get hit by them too. Stuff those feelings away with more food, with more healthy food, with either eggs. A lot of times I'll get up, I'll smash up some hard-boiled eggs. I dump some salt on there. I dump some seasoning on there. That tastes amazing to me. Or I'll get up and I'll eat another ribeye, or I'll get up and I'll eat another chunk of meat. Do whatever you need to do. Also, you guys know that I've been showing you guys stuff on Smelly's Kitchen as well. I've been showing you how to cook. I've been showing you how to cook steak. I've been showing you how to cook hamburgers. I've been showing you how to prep your meals and how to do all these different things, so that when you're done with your fast, you have a delicious meal to look forward to. Because if we don't have anything to look forward to, then we don't have a diet plan that we can follow for any extended period of time. And if you want the body that you're looking for in this lifetime, then it's going to take you a long time. If you want to gain a lot of strength, that will also take you a long time. In conclusion, I'm feeling amazing after 2 weeks. I can't wait to see how I feel after 3 weeks, and I can't wait to see how I feel at the end of the month. I'm 225 pounds, and what's going on underneath here right now is starting to get pretty crazy. I'm starting to get pube veins back again. Veins kind of going through the pubes. The dick root is coming in hard. So there's like a giant arrow pointing down towards this region right here. And I'm happy with it. I'm feeling great. And I also have learned that this is the body weight that I should be at. This 225 pound range. I'll probably dip down to like 215 or maybe even 210. We'll see what happens. I don't want to blow away in the wind, but I do think that because of the fasting that I'm doing, that I'm going to probably lose a good amount of weight. But I can't wait to show you guys how lean and shredded I'm going to get. And then I think in February I'll bring that food back up a little bit, and we'll see if I can pack on some pounds, and we'll see if I can get a little bit stronger. I appreciate every single one of you. Please, in the comments below, let me know what's working for you. Let me know what's not working for you. Let me know your experience with the carnivore diet. Again, huge shout out to Dr. Sean Baker. We all have him to thank for issuing this challenge a few years ago of World Carnivore Month. Strength is never a weakness. Weakness is never a strength. Catch you all later.